Today's story problem is about a trip to Skytop Apple Orchard. Have you ever been to an apple orchard?
No.
No.
You don't think so? What do you think you would do at an apple orchard?
Pick apples.
You think you'd pick apples?
Or they would give you or you were gonna go and buy a bag of apples.
Okay. So my friend recently took her son to Skytop Apple Orchard. And they had lots of different apples there. Let me show you some of the apple trees that they had. So what do you notice about this picture?
There are red and green apples.
There are red and green apples.
The red are the sweets. The green are kind of sweetish and kind of sourish, not in a good season. They are all in one season. They have different seeds because they're different kinds.
All right, so are you okay if we call these yellow apples? So we have red apples and yellow apples. Is that okay?
Yeah, because they look, a lot of yellow.
Okay, so here is a picture of my friend's son, Charlie. What do you notice about this picture, and what do you wonder?
He has a basket
Okay.
to get
many apples he has in his basket.
Hold on one second. Let's let Taylor talk first. What are you noticing, Taylor?
He has a basket. How many apples he has in it? How he is going to get the apples because he is so small.
So you're noticing that he has a basket of apples, okay?
But how?
And I heard Hayden say she was wondering how many apples were in the basket.
Yeah.
And Taylor's wondering how is he going to be able to get the apples, right? Because he's a very small guy.
Yeah. Only his parents can help him.
Yeah, his parents would have to help him. So in today's problem, there are actually 12 apples in Charlie's basket. And Charlie in his basket has some red apples and some yellow apples. Okay? So let me share the word problem with you. Okay? The word problem says, Charlie picked 12 apples. Some were red and the rest were yellow. How many red apples and how many yellow apples did Charlie pick? Stop. Before you go on and share the answer, we have to make sure that you can both tell me about this word problem and you understand what it's asking, okay? So, Hayden, will you repeat the word problem to me in your own words? Don't read it. Share it with me in your own words.
Charlie has 12 apples. There is an unknown number of red apples and yellow apples. How many yellow apples and red apples are there?
Okay.
And they
so,
are
Hayden just
7.
Hold on one second. Hold on. I haven't asked you to solve yet, all right? We're just making sure you understand the problem. Taylor, before we go on, could you please tell us the problem in your own words? Tell us the problem, not the answer, the problem. Tell us about it. How many apples did Charlie have in his basket?
He had 12. How many red ones? What if he had more red apples than green, than yellow apples? Hayden thinks the opposite.
Okay, so let's take a step back. So you're saying in this problem, there are how many apples?
12.
And what two colors are those apples?
Red and yellow.
So there's 12 apples, there are red apples, and there are yellow apples. So your job today is going to be to figure out how many red apples there might be and how many yellow apples there might be. I'm going to let you use whiteboards and markers, and you can use any tools that you can find. And I'm going to have you work by yourself at first, and then we will talk about the ways that you solve the problem.